So I'm a pretty metaphysical person, you know what I'm saying? I start feeling like I'm following the signs. You know, I'm following something that's leading in an organic direction. You know, and like I'm real big on ideas that don't seem forced. And to me, this is what the PRhyme should feel like. Royce finally stopping drinking and being able to make sound decisions and be held accountable for my actions, and just being at the top of everything, being razor sharp. And PRhyme is in a similar mind frame, and Adrian is just kind of made that way.
It was always a dream of mine to be sampled by PRhyme, you know, and then when all this came about, it was one of those things like, okay, do I need to even make music anymore, because I should be just done now, I'm done. You know what I'm saying, like with the PRhyme. It shows me that I got to the point to capture the interest of, from a production standpoint, of somebody that has taught me so much without knowing it.
And so I ended up getting on the phone with my man Mike. He's A&R over Shady. He was like, I got an idea for Slaughterhouse. Well, you ever heard of Adrian Younge? So I was just like, have I? Have you heard Adrian Younge? You know, like it was that kind of situation. He was like, what if we had somebody who's like a master at sampling, you know, like Just Blaze or A-Rap Music, or somebody that can just only use Adrian Younge samples, because, you know, he creates all of his own music. You know what I mean? So I was like, yo, that would be ill. At some point in that conversation, PRhyme came up, and it was like, okay, well, that's, you know, if you talking about a master of sampling, you going at number one, you going to the top. If you can pull that off, you know, it was always if I can pull it off when it's about dealing with asking PRhyme to do things. So I was like, all right, man, you know, I can ask him. So, you know, we kind of brought it to PRhyme. PRhyme gave the usual answer, you know, I'm open to it, you know, never a yes, sometimes no. Always I'm open to it, you know. And then Mike ended up putting me and Adrian on an email thread together. So we kind of met, you know, we talked about our mutual respect for each other. So I called PRhyme and was like, yo, what do you think? Maybe if just me and you did it. It's an opportunity for us to do what we kind of been discussing over the last 15 years. Like, people have been kind of demanding, our fan base that's paying attention to the things that we do. They've been kind of demanding that we get together and do a collaborative project together. And you throw Adrian in the mix, it's a different kind of inspiration. It's a different reason for us to get out of the bed and go to our respective studios and do what it is that we do.
That's why it was easy to connect.
Right.
You know, the pieces just came together day after day. Another beat was done. And plus, it was supposed to be an EP, just 5 songs. So already at that time, we would, you know, Royce was on a roll. He's like, let me get the next one, let me get the next one, let me get the next one. He didn't want to say, okay, let's wait 2 or 3 days and do another one. No, he wanted to just get it done. And then as it got done and we were finished, then he was like, you know, wouldn't mind squeezing in one more to kind of make it shape better for what we have. And I was like, well, and then You Lose was more of an interlude because it's short. So that really didn't count as a song. So really we only had 4. So that, but we wanted to keep it once we both liked it, and you know, at the stage that it got to, and then that turned into another song. And then he said, how about one more? Which was 8, and then he said, one more. And you know, that was when I started to whine, but we got another one out, you know. So then next thing you knew, we had 9 songs.
You know, so it just, it's just kind of like you combine these together. It's like, this is what it is. This is the first time in my career I felt like I'm actually in my prime. From song 1, everything just started falling into place. Nothing was difficult. Not the features, not the beats, not nothing. And it just kind of happened like that.